So a couple of things. So I've been doing this for, to varying degrees, for about 10 years. But in the last, I'm going to say 6, I've taken over pretty much 100% of the logistics. Negotiating the hotel, the meals, the outside events that we do, which is restaurants and things of that nature. So I've been doing that for the last, like I said, 5 or 6 years, completely. So the speakers are kind of a separate piece. I don't do an awful lot with the speakers personally. We have another team that does that. The challenges for me are actually turnover with all the different locations that we go to. An example is that we went to a Korean barbecue last night with almost the entire group, about 115 people. I negotiated a rate for that last year, a full year in advance. They went through 3 managers in that time, and all of a sudden, all the negotiations, all the preparations got lost. They no longer had us. They were trying to say, we can't handle your event any longer. So it's things like that. It's just constantly evolving and them changing what's going on. The other thing is when you're managing a group of this size, is trying to figure out, okay, what are the things that nobody has thought of in advance, and saying, okay, we know that the people are going to show up that didn't purchase in advance. How do we get them a hotel room? How do we do things like that when they haven't committed fully ahead of time, but we want to make sure that we take care of them. So those are the things that kind of present challenges for me. So we've been doing, almost every year we've done it in Vegas. We've had 2 years where we haven't done it in Vegas. Prior to moving to Mexico, I lived here, so I know a lot of the logistics here. I know the hotels, I know the staff at a lot of these places, so I was able to maintain that. So that hasn't caused a lot of problems, but when you're trying to say, okay, I want to visualize how many people we can fit in this room if we're doing this kind of an activity, it's all done virtually now, but it is still not the same as being there in person. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's just about marking the priorities, saying, these are the things that we need to be able to let our staff know. These are the things that we need to let the participants know ahead of time. So you just kind of knock that out first, and then just keep on going and going and going. But it's just hours and hours and hours on phone calls and trying to track down the right contacts at all the different locations. So again, I've been coming to these conferences since 2011. Like I said, early on, we were just a vendor here, and then got involved a little bit behind the scenes, and now I do all the controlling. Every year we get bigger and better, and the quality of our speakers just always seems to improve, and the topics are amazing. I mean, when I first started coming, people were like, yeah, I know I need to have a website, but I don't have one. Now we have people here talking about AI and how I can basically create a video of you saying whatever I want you to say without you even being present. So it's just amazing how much we've grown. The school owners, we've got some of the biggest school owners in the country coming to this to share their knowledge, not to sell anything, not to do anything else, just to share their knowledge. The grassroots piece of this, it's the reason that I still participate. I no longer am working full-time, but I'm here because I truly believe in the mission here.